turn off your sound on Facebook. So it's preparing the live stream video now, setting up your webinar for Facebook Live. Blah, 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 blah. Done redirecting. Yes, here we are. Video now, setting up your webinar for Facebook Live. Blah, 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 blah. Done redirecting. All the blah, blah, blah is on there too. Okay, sorry everyone.
Lovely.
Just get myself set up here. Yes! It's working. It's working. Gorgeous. So I'm not recording yet, which is good because all the blah, blah, blah isn't actually only for people who are here, which is, so I am starting the recording right now. Hey, EImear.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. This is the virgin journey of the Facebook Live Zoom interview webinar crossover thing. So we're going to see how all of this works out, but it should work out okay, right?
Yeah.
Hope everybody can hear us. And we have figured out that there's a little bit of delay in the Facebook Live. So if we are not responding yet to your responses or comments, please bear with us, and we check in every once in a while to make sure that we get all the questions addressed that you have. So welcome everybody, and everybody who's watching, welcome as well. And we're really happy to be here, and we're really happy technology will let us do this as well. And I'm very happy to introduce you, that's the right words, to EImear. Hi, EImear.
Hello. Hi, everyone that's watching. It's lovely to be here.
Thank you so much. Yes, because EImear is one of the newly certified soul-based coaches. And as I said in my email, we are so happy to have you. Yay. Are you still celebrating?
Yes, I am. I am every day, to be honest. I can hardly believe it, but I can see my halo starting to form, actually. Yeah. That's the criteria of being a soul-based coach. So yeah, I'm getting used to this new identity. It's awesome.
Beautiful, yeah. Because the reason that we're doing this is to, well, of course, to introduce you to the world and the world to you, but also to help people that are kind of, I think that lots of us can relate. I know I can. I know you can as well, that there's this voice inside of us that's just asking us, nudging us forward, because there's some stuff that we have to do in this world. And it is really closely related to helping other people shine and live their light and live the life that they came here for. And it's not always easy to decide how we're going to go ahead and make that happen, right? Because our brains have so many things to think about. And of course, we've made the choices in our lives up to this point that has brought us to where we are. So it's just really useful to hear how you, EImear, have sort of traveled through all of that and where you are now, because of course, it's not like there is a one-way destination and then, well, the halo is of course a very good thing. when you've got that, you don't need anything else now, which is just, of course, very much not true. It's an ongoing journey, but it'd be really lovely a little bit about it. So maybe you can take us back to how and when you heard the call that there was more that was beckoning for your attention.
Ooh, I can feel the tingles of that. Thinking back and still hearing the call. Well, the call really, I felt in my job, which I was enjoying, my corporate job, I felt I'd really outgrown what I was doing there and felt that I could influence more on the other side, outside of corporate life. And at the same time, I had come across you, Annemiek, at an online conference, Meta Forum. So I think that was last March. And then I joined your mailing list and was drawn into everything that you communicated, basically. And then I came across your Invoke Your Clients Magic and Academy for Soul-Based Coaching. So yeah, it was definitely this this whisper inside of me going, this, go for this, go for this. I was so drawn in, and I read and reread what the course was all about and everything, and joined. So, and really not fully knowing where that would lead me, and still probably, it's still an adventure. But yeah, I'm so glad I listened to that. And yeah, here I am now, and 6 months down the line, having listened to that call and joined in.
Yeah, because do you know a little bit, can you share a little bit about where you were in your job at the point? What made you decide to you said I felt like I could influence more?
Yeah, yeah.
Some of that?
Yeah, so in my job, I had quite a lot of autonomy in my job and creative liberty, I would say. I was a trainer and facilitator, and also had, over the last 2 years, I've been doing NLP, so neuro linguistic programming. And while I brought all that into my job, I just felt that I wanted to do more under my own brand, under my own name. And with the great amount of autonomy I had, I was still under corporate code and rules. So that was really it. Any other jobs I looked at, nothing appealed to me within the company, within other corporate jobs. So it was really that point of no return where I thought, I've got to do something here. I've got to step away, take some time as well to really see what's on offer. And at the same time, I was already enrolled on your course as well. So that's really, it was kind of that point of no return of, yeah, I'm ready to do something different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when that's when we get to take the steps, right? When we feel there isn't, something has to happen. It's like there is this, I can't stay where I am. Well, I can, but then I know what I get, and it's not enough anymore. There's something else that really wants to live through me.
Yeah. And there were little pointers, it wasn't one major thing, but there were little things like reading a quote of whose dream are you living? And that really resonated with me. But hang on a minute, I want to live my own dreams here and find out what my true path is. So there were little nudges along the way, but ultimately, I was, what some people have said was a courageous step. But for me, it was a natural progression from where I was in my career to where I am now.
Yeah, and it is courageous. What is the step that you've taken?
Yeah.
And yeah, share it with others. What is it?
Well, yeah. So what I wanted to play with was to step into the life of a freelance trainer, and the whole idea of freelance and that freedom and being free to do it my way, as Frank Sinatra has so often said. So yeah, I've set up my own training and coaching company, and yeah, I'm building that slowly, surely, and steadily. And of course, now coaching, which I didn't realize at the time 6 months ago, but coaching is a major part of what I'm offering, what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's so cool and gorgeous that you've taken the step, knowing that you're entering this program for soul-based coaching, knowing that what you wanted to do was not just coaching, but kind of seeing possibility already or feeling it from the place where you are.
Yeah, and what I like to do is to blend. Well, we are all blends of who we are at this point in time. So it's blending everything that I've learned and come across over the years. So training and coaching and blending all that together.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the reasons that I fell in love with this way of working is that because we work with a whole system, with a whole, whether that's one person, whole system, or like a microcosm within the one person, or with a group of people. And the principles really remain the same. I love that it's quite easy to blend them and bring the skills that you've worked up into other areas as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you share a little bit about what it was like to go through the program?
Ooh, how long do we have? The program. So initially, what I would add, I was drawn to clean language specifically, and I wanted to learn a more structured, even more structured approach. So what the course offers, and what it offers, did you say, or what it
Yeah,
brings?
what it was like to be.
Like, yes, so yeah, it was just an amazing adventure, and still continues to be. But I loved the way it was online. It was live with you and our classmates from around the world. I think 4 different continents, all different time zones, and we could dial in whatever corner of our house or wherever we were, house cafe on holidays, and spend 2 hours plus together every single week. So it was just such a beautiful, really intimate experience. Sometimes we were in different seasons having blankets wrapped around us. Quite often I was in my jammies as well, and you know, you can just see the top up. So it's all very, very cozy.
I was too.
Brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it? And my children, I have 3 children, and they knew over the 5 months, they knew that I was away doing my learning, and that was cool. So um, yeah, it was being part, because I enjoy that, being part of a group and love learning. So it was a really wonderful learning environment. Um, and yeah, our 2 hours flew by. Sometimes we went over the 2 hours. And what I loved was the real time aspect of it, and as well as the homework that you would give us, the reading, the broadcasts that you would send us, and also practicing. So we had to practice. So I would say be prepared to put in the work, and you'll be really rewarded. And we would practice amongst our classmates and continue to do so as well, because you know it doesn't end there. And so yeah, it was like being invited into this lovely intimate space with each other, where, as you would say and still say, all is welcome, and everything, everything, the highs, the lows, the emotions, the confusion, the frustration, the stage fright at times. When Annemiek would pop into a practice room and I'd suddenly freeze mid coaching, you know, everything. And we had so much fun, and still do. It's so much fun, a lot of work, and so rewarding. So I don't know if that gives a sense of what it's all. The other aspect is the check-ins as well, which was a big learning for me, was to, before we started, was mindfully checking in with ourselves, and that's made a huge difference for me, learning wise.
Yeah, for me too. I think there's no other way that I want to work anymore, but just having that moment to really connect with ourselves and then with each other as a group. And I just love how working online gives us the opportunity to be so intimate together, and to connect in a way that, I think the connections that were made, that are made, are just really deep and lasting connections, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
So would you say that you've kind of gotten what you expected out of the course?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely, and so much more. Because as I said, I wanted to learn more about clean language and explore more coaching, and for that to become more natural to me. But there's so many surprises. I think I described it before. It's like unwrapping, having a bowl of sweets, and you know, choosing a sweet and unwrapping each one at a time, and the taste was different every time. So it was the whole array of surprises along the way. Yeah, the fact that you focused, your whole focus and our examples in coaching was around supporting a business. So the focus was to become a coach and how to set up a business as well, which is what I'm doing now, which is, I hadn't even contemplated that. Also yin healing, you've introduced me to yin healing, which has been really amazing for challenging emotions can arise. It's been really wonderful. Everything's welcome. And your support, your constant support in between. It's been like no other course I've done, to be honest, where you support us on Facebook, you want to hear how we're getting on in between classes, and giving us guidance, mentoring and advice along the way. That's been really, truly amazing. So it's surpassed what I ever imagined.
Gorgeous, and it's so good to hear, because I think, I love, of course, I love seeing all of you learn, and sort of really being so eager in getting all of it, sort of all the skills and everything that you need. But really what this is about is to make sure that you're going to use it. Like, this is not like the umptiest course that someone takes just because they like learning so much, but to make sure that you really get the return on your investment in time, in money, but actually many like what are the words, like multiply it many times over, because it is a way of, it's almost a way of living once you get the hang of it. And it just makes such a big difference when you do. So I'm really eager to get everybody into the zone where you feel like, yes, I can do this. And it's good to have each other as a community, because as you say, the highs and the lows, that's not just true for a course. It's, it's true of life. It's true of building a business. So it's really good to have the connections with people that you like, and that you've gone through the journey with, to support each other.
Yeah, and also what came to mind was your generosity in sharing what's helped you in setting up your business, and sharing that. That's really, really helped me, and helped me get set up really quickly. I was set up before our course finished, and already was seeing paying clients. So that's
what does that feel like? Tell everyone, to get your first paying client doing this work.
It was interesting, because at the very start of the course, I would say I'm seeing a person, or practicing with a person, and I think you would come back with, and your client, and so now it's like, I feel like I'm speaking the lingo, we're seeing clients, still people, but in a business sense. So truly awesome that first time that little alert came into PayPal saying you've got money in your account. And of course we all celebrate together. Like, wow, this is amazing. And I can do this in person or online as well, which was another bonus too, in the comfort of my home, which I hadn't even thought of at the start. So it's hugely exciting and rewarding each time a new client comes along.
Wonderful. Yes. And we're still happy with each client. We're still ready to celebrate, because it is fun, and it is so good, and that gets to be the basis of your business.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Absolutely.
So could you tell us a little bit about actually, I'm thinking, I've got a couple of questions written down just so that we wouldn't forget anything. I'm thinking about, I think you shared with us where you are now, and about what it has brought you. So kind of looking back on the decision to join Invoke Your Clients Magic, I think I'd say you're quite happy, are you?
Yeah, I'm very happy, extremely happy. and I can't say it was it took a lot of hard work to get through this course, and you appear very gentle on the outside, Annemiek. However, you expect standards from us.
Yes.
in a lovely, kind, and gentle way. So yeah, absolutely. So I'm just feel so honored to have been part of this, and to continue the journey in your other courses. but also I'm so glad I listened and took that step. And really, it was really in the end, I just went, Beckett, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. This is calling me so
Mm,
much that this is my next step. I'm so
yeah.
glad I listened. So I would say to people listening or watching later to just go for it. Just do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah.
can.
Yeah, and just to confirm that I am actually quite gentle and
You
kind,
are.
and I do want people to actually know their craft. So this is
Yeah.
again, this is not just about lip service. This is not just about a bunch of cool ideas. This is really about learning the skills to hold those transformation processes safe and guide them in a way that really serves your clients. Um, but yes, it's not painful, is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's absolutely
That's good.
thoroughly enjoyable.
Very, very, very good.
Oh.
Let me just check. I don't think there are any questions at this time, but of course, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and we'll get to them. And I would, of course, love to know where people can find you, but also what should they come to you for? So when should they think, oh, EImear, you're the girl. I need you now.
Ooh. So for me, I'm currently it's leadership and coaching for groups and individuals is my tagline. So for group training around leadership, alternative leadership approaches, also for soul-based coaching. And what can you come to me for? If I think of what lights you up if you're at a crossroads in your life, if you want to be more creative in what you're doing, and tap into that creative power that's within you. If you're thinking along the same lines as where I was a few months ago about making a change, a career change, or finding out what that could be for you, then come to me for coaching around that as well. And you could be pleasantly surprised about where you end up.
Yeah. Oh, I know I've seen your work a lot of times, and I know that you're very, very good at this. So highly recommended. So if people want to find you, where's the best place to go for them?
So the best place is either Facebook, so eStassen, or my website is stassen.co.uk. And that's all S's for sugar, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sweet. STASSIN.
Uh-huh.
I'm full of jokes too.
Yep,
Um,
it's just very.
so,
So you're actually quite nicely, well, kind of like holding back just a little bit, aren't you? Normally, she's a bit more all over the place, bouncing around, and so I think she's being her best behavior for us today.
I am. I've weighed myself down here actually to stay in my seat. Tigger is tamed today.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
I'm trying to look professional. Is it working?
Yeah, yeah, you're doing a good job. Good job.
Uh,
Actually, bouncing is a lot of fun as well. So
mhm,
don't.
mhm. And actually, that's the other aspect of what you introduced are my choice in reading as well and music. So through different quotes and stories, you've introduced me to different books, music, and people as well online. So I'm following a very different group of people to what perhaps say 6 months ago I would have been. So thank you for
Mm,
that too. My
mm.
world has opened up so much.
Ah, gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you very, very much, Emer. And of course, if there's anything else that you wanted to share with people, feel free. That you have the floor for about another couple of minutes, if you like.
Okay. So I would say I've got a September deal. So when you check me out on Facebook, please like me on Facebook and say hello. It's nice to hear from new people. And I've got a September coaching deal. If you book with me in September, I'm offering 25% off all coaching sessions. So it would be lovely to hear what you would like to have happen and to catch up, either just to say hello or for a coaching situation. So that would be really wonderful. So you can see that on Facebook, yeah, on my Facebook page.
Gorgeous, beautiful. Yeah, we'll make sure to drop in your Facebook page in the comments of this live session as well. Well, thank you very much, EImear. That's a really generous offer. And I do encourage people to take you up on it if they find themselves in a place where they want things to change in their life, even if they don't know how yet, or especially if they don't know how yet, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. It's been really lovely to connect this way too.
Yeah,
and
great, isn't it?
See each other again online. And to everybody watching, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, drop us your questions, your stories, and look forward to seeing you again. All right. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, let me just see how this works on our maiden voyage too.